If there was a hole small enough and dark enough on planet Earth, I wanted to find it and crawl right into it. Then I start to wince as Dr. Supermodel proceeds to twist my guy back and forth like she was shifting gears on a Mack truck just to see what was going on. Now, she sighed and flatly said, "You've got priapism. It's a side effect of Viagra and we see it a lot here. The good news is that you got here in time to do something about it. The bad news is there's only one way to treat it, and we have to treat it now. I'm going to have to drain blood from your penis." And as she said that, out of nowhere, she pulls out this 18-gauge syringe from her pocket. The blood drained from my face. I think it drained from every other part of my body too, except my dick. But there the doctor was, nurses behind her trying hard and failing miserably to hide their giggles, telling me all this with a straight face as if this could not be any more humiliating. And I asked if there was anything else that we could do. "Well, here's the deal, Brad. Your penis is gonna die. If we wait much longer, I'll be forced to amputate it. You don't want that, do you? If we don't drain the blood from it, it will literally suffocate to death, and we'll have to cut it off." She explained that when someone has a priapism, blood is stuck inside the penis. It can't leave, so blood can go in, but it can't get out. And that's why I was in excruciating pain. And that's also why my new blood could not get in. It's too full, so the blood in there is just stagnant. Since no new blood is entering, it stops getting oxygen. So if I don't do something right now, the cells will start dying and my member will have to be surgically cut off. So she then proceeded to unceremoniously stick this 18-gauge syringe right in there. And you know what? She didn't even need to draw the blood out because blood just started gushing into the tube, and when it filled up, she did it again. And then again. And the pain, oh God, it was painful. "Okay," she said, looking proudly like she had just finished icing a cake. "Looks like we drained 2 pints out of there. Guess you're gonna keep it after all." Well, the next day, my dick looked like it had been through a UFC fight and forgotten to tap out. And the worst part? I still had my ED. So the next few weeks after I recovered from my blue pill baptism of fire, Angie and I said to hell with medical pills, we wanted a second opinion. And like any mature, respectable, well-informed adult, we chose consultant Dr. Google. For months, we went through the parade of all the cures out there, herbal pills, devices, exercises, and yes, even injections. And I read something about testosterone and how it was one of the main culprits of impotence. But after visiting a specialist, we found out that my T levels were normal. So now we're right back where we started. I was now utterly unresponsive to any stimulation, and it sucked. I felt totally emasculated. I knew there were older men, more out of shape and with no problems in this department, so I was cursed. But every time I saw my better half, I remembered what she said way back when we had that first talk, when she said, "I'm getting attracted to other men," basically. And I remember her sister telling me that the woman I loved was considering having an affair. So I could not give up. I mean, even if she left me, what woman would want to be with a man who can't make love to her? My confidence was hugging the bottom of the barrel. And it wasn't until I set aside all the crazy, risky, and quacky gimmicks out there that seemed to be just out to get my money that I started to study the actual science of erections. Like actual scientific research. What a concept, huh? And what I found was astounding. There are actually different kinds of ED. There are men who can't stay hard, which means they can get it up, but it doesn't stay hard, and they can't complete sexual intercourse. And then there are men who can't get hard enough for penetration. And then there are those who find that it takes a very long time to get hard. And then there are those who can't get hard at all. Now, before you start wondering what's causing it for you, here's what you need to know. There are different types of ED, and each type has more than one cause. Now, get this. If your solution addresses only one of those causes, not only will it fail to work, it can make things much worse. So, just like me, most men who start with some variety of dysfunction eventually experience all of them until they cannot get hard at all. And only those who get what I'm about to tell you will see that if you don't address its true root causes, you could lose the ability to get one at all. So now let's get into what causes each of these symptoms. I call them erection killer.
I changed my life completely by using this system. Please do yourself a favor and try it out. I know you'll be amazed.